Good morning. Happy Tuesday, friends. I am so excited about today's episode because this topic is repurposing your content. We did an episode previously about, how to stop social media overwhelm. And one of the things that we touched on was repurposing your content. So today I want to dive a little bit further into some tips and tricks on what to do to kind of streamline that and get a little bit more of your time back. Okay. So if you're just joining us, go ahead and click the button if you're on Facebook to allow StreamYard access so that we can see who we're talking to and answer any questions that pop up. So I also want to let everybody know to stay to the end because I have a couple of announcements and updates that I want to share with everyone. Okay, so let's get started here. Now, I think that the best way to start with repurposing your content is to pick a topic and then create a video. I know that that's kind of a sore subject with some people and you're just getting used to it, but it can be very basic. Obviously just use your phone, your computer. It doesn't have to be complicated, but start with a video. This piece should be, a little bit longer than you typically would, because what you want to do is you want to be able to pull pieces from that, right? Snippets and clips, pictures. Um, just pick a relevant topic. You can just go ahead, record it, cut it, edit it, and then you can take little parts of it out and it will really help. They say that 72% of people prefer video over text, right? So if you start with video, you have video, and then you can pull from there. Okay. So what do we say pull from there? So the next thing you would want to do is you can use a service like otter.ai, OTTER.ai, and that's the web link. Okay. So what you do from there is you can transcribe your video. So from transcribing your video, you're going to be able to use blog posts from it, social media posts, email, anything. Jen says video is great. It certainly is. And it's quick, fast, and easy. Don't overthink it. Just do it, right? When we were talking to Justin last week, he was like, done is better than perfect. How many times have we heard that, right? Just do it. Make like Nike. But transcribing your video will be really, really helpful because you already created the content, right? So you're just reusing it. Now, I will say when you use these transcribing services, you need to go through there and edit it, because if you say, but, and things like that a million times, when it's written out, it's silly. And I do it a lot as well. So you have to go through there and edit those out. And sometimes it also does not transcribe your words correctly, because we all, have some sort of funny accents around the world, and maybe we just don't pronounce things, we use slang, whatever it is, just go through and edit it out. But still, it's way better than, typing it up or transcribing it yourself, right? And using the video to start with, because you can transcribe it, will automatically give you those extra pieces of content, right? And then another thing that you can also do is you can also pull the audio, just the audio files. You can create your own local community podcast from your audio files, with, just short ones. There's a lot of people that have podcasts that just have like 5-10 minute episodes. They could do it, every day, once a week, couple times a week, once a month, whatever it is, you can do it. But just keeping it short and simple will be really helpful when you're just pulling those snippets from videos that you've already created, right? So if you were to do a local podcast, you could just do, community things in your area. You don't always want to just do market statistics, market updates, and stuff like that, but really getting people involved in the community will be really good. So if you create a video, say like a business spotlight, how awesome would that be? And easy to turn that into like a quick little podcast that you do once a week for your local town, your local area. So the next thing is, we talked about this just a tiny little bit ago, is about pulling some of the extra content out, right? So now you have audio, you have video, and you have text because you've transcribed it, right? So you have little tiny pieces that you can pull out, and you can extract that for social media and the email posts, right? So, your social media posts are typically a little bit shorter than like your blog or your email would be. So you can use tons of tiny little different pieces out there, and then you're reaching a wider audience, because if you start with that one video and now you've pulled 10 to 15 different parts of it out, you can schedule it all out. And you can always use just snippets of your video as well. So you can make little video snippets of what you've already created, 30 to 60 second little pieces out, right? And, like on TikTok and stuff, the shorter ones are better. And if you loop it around so that the beginning part is also the end, then people end up watching it over and over because they don't know where it went and where it stops, right? And then they always think they missed something. So you can do those quick little 30-second market updates would be really good too, right? So optimizing it for all of your content gives you that chance to customize it for each platform. So, like Instagram, you would want to do some hashtags. You don't want to do them. The more, the better isn't the case anymore. So, but you want to niche it down to your local area. So that way you would use those hashtags for Instagram. And that's how you can kind of customize it all a little bit. And the other thing is too, is when you're creating the video, if you post the video itself to multiple platforms, that helps with your SEO. So obviously YouTube would be the best place to originally start your video or to post them there. And then adding in the SEO words, because YouTube is like Google, and it ranks based on the SEO that you pull, that you put in there. So that's how it pulls over. So Google and YouTube are the best for that, which is why it's really good to do the video and the written out words for that. Okay. So, and obviously, like the more that they know about your business and the more that they can find you in other locations, because most people are not on all the platforms and they don't check them all the time. So the chances of them seeing your content increases the more that it is everywhere. However, creating new content for every place is very difficult. That's why it's better to just reuse what you already have, right? So, and see how I say so a lot? That would have to be edited out on Otter.ai. So make sure that you're, using these specific platforms for your content, because it will really help where you want to go. You want to niche it down. And creating, all these social media content is so complicated on all these platforms that it can be really stressful and take away a lot of your time that you don't want to give up. Creating 15 social media posts from one blog or 3 video snippets is amazing, right? And you can also create lead magnets. So if you created a video of your local business that you went and did. Now, Jen, when she was on a couple of weeks ago, we talked about her VA 101, right? She can create so much content from that VA 101 brochure that she created. She can do videos, she can do lead magnets as a whole, and then individual parts, right? Like, hey, do you want to get the menu from this coffee shop? Fill out this info and I'll send it over to you. I mean, she can pull so much from that one place. And honestly, just sitting down and coming up with the ideas that you want to pull from that one piece of content is easy, right? Once you get started. So here are 10 great topics that you can make videos on to start with and then repurpose it, right? How to get started buying a home in XYZ, your town, community, county, whatever neighborhood you want to use. Number 2, questions to ask when interviewing agents to sell your home. So that would be the name of the video, and then you would create the video and the content. Number 3, the top paint colors to help your home sell fast. Number 4, moving to XYZ town. The top 5 things that you must know. Number 5, my 5 favorite things to do in XYZ. Number 6, sell then buy, or buy then sell, which is best for you. That's a good one because people always get very confused, like, oh, how do I sell my house and buy another one at the same time, right? Number 7, a market update. We love those. 8, cost of living in XYZ. 9, cities near XYZ, because sometimes people don't realize how close you are to other areas or what else is around there, right? Number 10, XYZ neighborhood tour. So this would be really good also for new construction, right? Because you can do neighborhoods, new construction, you can do towns, you can also do popular destination parks. Like in our town in Newburgh, we have the waterfront. So that's a really great place. They got some parks down there, places to grill out, and a lot of activities happen down there. So that would be a great place to give a video tour, right? And it's really exciting to be able to cross promote your products everywhere, and it gives you the sense of community when you're niching it down like that, right? Another thing too is, when you're going through here and you're creating all of this stuff, you can also go back into your social media accounts from, let's say, a year or two. I mean, if you've been in business for a while, you can go back as far as you want to. But if you saw something that performed really well, and you really liked it and everything, reuse it. Nobody else is even going to remember. You can change the graphics up, some of the wording, but the majority of it, you can reuse. You can go back in and grab, graphics or the social media posts, the text, the video, whatever, and reuse it all the time. You can even do like a flashback, Friday, or you can just reuse it and nobody would even catch on. It's so easy because half the time, with the algorithms of the social media and stuff, people miss so much stuff anyways, that it would be beneficial to go ahead and reuse it, but just use it in a way that it's creating a new post. Don't share the old one because then they'll see that it was originally posted a while ago. But I really feel like repurposing your content is a missed opportunity for most people. We all create so much content, or we try to, and it's really hard to stay up to date on all the social media platforms. That just reusing, or not even reusing, but just reorganizing your content that you have across everywhere is super beneficial and easy once you get started. Once you sit down and start writing your list of topics of the videos that you want to create, you're on the road right there, right? So what happens if you don't want to create video? Because I know that there's a good chunk of y'all in the group that still are not doing video. So if you don't want to do video to start, you can automatically just start with audio. Use the apps on your phone that do audio recording, start from there, and then you can still use programs like the otter.ai that I mentioned and transcribe it into written format. So then you can do your blog post, your email, and your social media posts, and then just create some graphics and stuff to go along with it. It'll be super easy once you get started, I promise. If you don't want to do the video, just go ahead and start with audio files. And then you can always edit it. But the good thing with video is then you already have video, audio, and print, right? So you're already starting 3 main topics right there. And then from there, I mean, you're easily 15 to 20 social media posts and everywhere from there. So that's super easy. Now, remember, YouTube is the best place for your video and SEO because it goes right to Google and it will rank you higher. Okay. So, now let's talk about a couple of announcements. The podcast, the live streaming and everything is going to have a couple of changes. We're working on bringing some extra value and add it onto there. Number 2, do y'all see this? Whoop, whoop. So we're still working on some colors, but we have down the logos. There's a bunch of them. Still working out the colors because I'm indecisive, but how fun. I'm so excited. I love this. There's a little house on there. So super excited about that. We have so much exciting stuff planned, some extra trainings coming up. We're also going to be doing another Let's Drink About It, get together and hang out, and lots of other stuff. So, as usual, we are still, bringing some people on to the MREA Elite team. Yeah, with the Elite team, you get all the free coaching, the systems, all of our processes, it's all included. Everything's free when you partner with us. So we're super exciting. If you have any questions and stuff, please reach out. We will love to talk with you and set that up. And make sure you head on over to themodernrealestateagent.com and grab any of our freebies that we have. Okay. So I'll see you all next Tuesday. I hope you have a great week, and I'll be popping in the group to check on y'all later.